Hello everyone, it's Tom Stevenson. I'm here to talk about the Alert module, one of the new modules in the VIP in PME 8. If you watched the previous email video, we talked about how to use the email module to send either an email or if your telco provider has a mechanism to also send an SMS message. There are some cases where a GSM modem needs to be used, whether for security or remoteness of the site. So the alert module here, which some of you will be familiar with from the ion meters, was used as the shell for it, just to not to overcomplicate the existing email one. And we'll run through how to set that up. So at the end of this video, you will know how to send an SMS alert if you need to do it over a GSM modem. We'll talk about how to replace elements in the SMS message in the same fashion we saw in the email module. So once you know it in the email module, you'll know what to do here. How to maintain the setup in a common place. Again, if you learned the XML override function in the email module, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here. And how to troubleshoot problems. Because it's modems, and modems always come with a host of other issues. In terms of troubleshooting, there's a couple of tools I just wanted to cover so that you can troubleshoot it. I think we've always found that if you have the option to do this with the email module or sending an SMS through the email module, you'll always be better off. But in those cases where you can't use those and you need to use a GSM modem, then this is another option for you. Okay, so similar to what we did with the email module, I'm going to link the trigger. Some of these will be familiar to you if you have used either the alert module on the ion meters or the email module. In this case, the only type supported is a GSM modem out. We can specify here the COM port. It's a string, so if it's the name of a WIN modem, you can also verbosely type that in. In this case, I'm just using COM1, and here it is set up on Tyrone Mills' computer. If the GSM modem has a PIN code, you can enter it here. I'm just going to leave it as default in this case. The destination number, I will put in my cell phone number. Please no one call me at strange hours of the day. The message, in this case, your message here. The number of attempts, the default is 1, 15 seconds before it will retry. The event priority, if anything, it needs to log any events, it's going to log it at an event priority of 25, so you can increase or reduce it as you like. We will come back to the diagnostic log, it's off, and we'll come back to the XML override. So let us save. And in this case, I will trigger it. If I move back to Designer, since we can't really see an email here, you'll notice that the module is in the sending state. There's two other outputs. One is a success pulse, and one is a fail pulse. And you might have just heard my phone buzz there, which means it is no longer in the sending state, and we were successful in sending that SMS message, so we see one pulse at the output. Replacing elements in the SMS message. Similar to email and the alert module on the meter, we have a few options. %T, that will now give us the timestamp. So we might want to start our message with that. Voltage, let's use our previous example. Voltage unbalance exceeded 2%, and we'll use the meter name that we will link and the value. So similar to what we did before, and for that we'll now need to link one of our 16 sources to our main meter. Power meter, voltage unbalance. Save, and again, since I just set this up for a manual trigger, Away we go. You may have heard my phone beep again. I'll just post a screen capture of what I'm seeing on my phone. But again, we've had 2 successes in sending. It's no longer in the sending state. We received our SMS message. Similar to the email module, there may be a case where you are sending this SMS message to more than one recipient. So I can do that with a comma delimited list, 250, and I'm making this up, 4567. And these numbers may change over time. You may want to store some other aspects in a common place as well, like the PIN number, if that may change over time, or the number you want to adjust the attempts and retries in one place because you want a consistent setup. Again, depends on your situation. Again, you can take an XML override file, which is in the system etc. directory, and copy it here and just use the elements that you need. It'll remove all the XML elements that you don't need to override and leave the ones that you do. I won't do that here. If you haven't seen it done, please look at the email module video. It's exactly the same process, and there's a template for the alert module in the system etc. directory. Troubleshooting problems. In this case, we're having some success, but if we weren't, the diagnostic log option we turn on. Now what this will do is when we trigger our next alert, in the VIP directory, it will write a diagnostic file. All right, here we are. Let's trigger it. Yes. Okay. You can see it's created it with the module name alert1. It's for the GSM modem.log. If I open this file, you can see exactly what is happening. It opens COM port 1. It's sending the AT command, so it just helps you diagnose what is happening if there's problems. In this case, it's working. It's waiting for the device to register on the GSM network. It'll tell you the type of modem I'm using. And as you move through it, you'll get to the point where it actually sends the SMS message. It's okay, the SMS result was successful, it closes the connection. This is the good case, this is the happy path where it actually works, but if you're having trouble getting your modem going, this can be a helpful option. And again, if we set up retries, you'll see the retries happen within this file. So the only thing would be is that file will continue to grow, so once things are working successfully, you may want to consider turning it back to off. And that's the troubleshooting part. So I hope you found this helpful. If you've had any questions on email or alert modules that are coming in PME8, please leave us a comment on the SEC and we'll do our best to answer it. Thank you very much.